Ian, a derby win last weekend was a great boost to everyone connected to the club. How important was it to you in keeping the momentum going at the start of the season?
Yeah, definitely. Another really tricky away game we had to go through. Obviously, the added spice of a local derby. It's always nice to win any game, but to win a derby away from home in the manner that we did was very pleasing. It was important we kept our decent form up at the start of the season. We've had two incredibly hard away games at Firhill and East End Park now, so to come out of those with 4 points, it's a great return.
Yeah, and without rehashing the post-match interview, there was key contributions all over the park, but special mentions to the goalie and defenders and the whole team for keeping that clean sheet.
Yeah, it was a huge team effort. You know, we defended from the front as well. We tried to build our play from the back at times, a bit more direct in other areas of the game. It's always hard when you're, Dunfermline had a lot of the second half in our territory, and it's really hard for the mindset. It's protecting that goal, throwing yourself in front of it, and then when you get the ball, try not to panic. And in saying that, we had the best chance of the second half. We could have put the game to bed, for about half an hour to go if Sam had scored his goal. But overall, really accomplished, determined performance from the whole team.
Of course, the games never stop, and the follow-up to that derby is the visit of the league leaders, Queen's Park. That so-called difficult second season for them hasn't been an issue for Robin Veltman and his players so far. Absolutely
not, and a huge turnaround there as well in terms of a new manager and certain players leaving and new ones coming in, so full credit to them. Very good football team, saw that last season in pretty much every game we played them in. Really tough encounters. A lot of changes here as well, so it's two completely different teams going up against each other, but two teams that find themselves off to good starts in the league, and I expect them to come here and show no fear and pass the ball really well. Looking at their footage and their previous games this season in the league in particular, they've played some really good stuff. They've taken a wee bump in the road last week at Firhill. It's going to happen to all of us throughout the season, so they'll be delighted with the start to their season, but we love playing here. We keep saying it, we love getting the home games in. It's our first home game of 3 in a row, so we aim to start it well. It's an opportunity for us, that's all it is. We know if we win the game, we'll have to move up a position in the league because they're above us. We know if we lose the game, we maintain our focus, we stay calm and composed.
You mentioned there many changes at both clubs, but here at Rovers, you've added to the squad depth, signing young prospect Callum Hannah from Kirkcaldy Dysart FC. 18 years old. What's he brought in training so far for you?
Yeah, well, it's his first real day today. He came in last week for a couple of days to get him ready for the bounce game that we had against Falkirk. 4 or 5 young boys came in to help us out initially. It's one that we've discussed probably since the start of the summer that was brought to our attention. We just had to make sure the timing was right. We had to make sure we'd done things properly. Obviously with Kirkcaldy Dysart, who again we thank enormously for allowing the boy to leave, but it's an opportunity for him, it's an opportunity for ourselves as well. We just felt the fit was really good, a local player, great age, and also not short of ability, which is the main thing. So delight to get him in. He's shown really good aggression in training, always a wee bit of nerves in your first day in any job, and more so when you're in football with a group of 20-30 guys straight on you from the off. But we'll develop him as a footballer, develop him as a character, and hopefully has a great career.
And of course, as a left back, something you know a wee bit about yourself, he's going to provide great competition and cover for the likes of Liam Dick and the other defenders.
Yeah, he will. Obviously, Scott McGill played there last Saturday and done very well. Liam Dick is now free of suspension, which is great news. The full back role's changed over the years, certainly since I played it, but there's still fundamentals that you must do, like defend your back post, win your headers, get your positioning right. You can't always be attack, which is the way it's kind of went in the last 4, 5, 6 years. So we'll try and get his defensive attributes polished up first in terms of making him really hard to beat, 1v1 stuff like that, understanding situations in a game, what you have to do, and then we'll work on his attacking play. But he's, as I said, he's got great attributes. He's a an 18-year-old who's really filled out, really strong, so we'll just polish him up.
Sounds very positive. Finally, as he continues his comeback from injury, has Aidan Conley increased his workload in training this week, or are you taking it little steps at a time?
Yeah, a little bit. He's obviously with Blair, fitness doing that at the moment, but he's working really hard. He's probably been doing that now 4 or 5 days, so You'll have all this week with Blair, and then we'll look to get him integrated back into the football stuff with the squad, hopefully Monday, Tuesday. But as I said last week, with one eye on that Cliftonville game. But look, we'll take it day by day. We have to remember he's been out for some time, so even increasing his workload a little bit can have an effect.
Yeah, and finally, after great backing, really great backing at East End Park from the Rovers support, it's going to be good to see him back here roaring you on against the league leaders, Queen's Park.
Yeah, absolutely. I keep saying it, they came out in huge numbers now. We keep asking them to come out in huge numbers and spend a lot of money to come and watch the watchers. I think we've repaid them in terms of this season, in terms of excitement that we've brought to the games, the results that we've had as well over the 8 games, including the League Cup. And we've given them some good moments, but we want to keep going. You don't look back too much in football. You must concentrate on the next game straight away, but their backing's been tremendous. Expect that again on Saturday. It certainly helps the boys when they're on the pitch and gets that ball over the line for us sometimes, suck it into the net, and that's what we aim to do and win the game.
Great, thanks for that, good luck.
Thank you.